Okay, welcome back to my channel. This is a reading for Taurus, and this will be for the month of November 2022. Okay, so I'm just going to start out with the general cards. I don't see anything that's major arcana, so it looks like it's just kind of a smaller version of events through the course of November. Nothing that's going to be striking or really uprooting you in any way, but starting out with the Nine of Cups, so there is wish fulfillment coming in for you. So in my mind, that's a pretty good one right there. We also have the Two of Swords, we have the Two of Cups, lots of twos, and the Two of Pentacles. So definitely either you're trying to find some balance, just because it looks like there's a decision that needs to be made, and it does look like there is. For some of you, this is going to resonate around a relationship. For others, this is going to be about a partnership or something in business, but either way, it levels up. So we'll get to all of that here in a second. These are the clarifiers down below. Six of Wands, again, around a decision. So there is some kind of a conquering energy. Something is going to go in your favor either way. But anyway, I'll just get right into it. So starting out with the Nine of Pentacles. So again, I should also just mention, because there's so many twos here, I mean, multiple twos definitely have an indicator that there is something here you need to really pay attention to. So, and again, it seems to be very strongly correlated around trying to keep things balanced, because there is something here around juggling your emotions or something, something in around there. So anyway, we'll kind of get right back into that here in a second. Okay, so getting right into the Nine of Cups. So we're starting out the reading with the energy of wish fulfillment. So again, sorry, just taking a look here for the second here, guys. Yeah, so anyway, okay, sorry, I just wanted to just see what I had there. Okay, so anyway, starting out with the Nine of Cups, there's some kind of wish fulfillment that's coming in for you. It does seem to be emotional, that it's going to be emotionally satisfying, so it's pretty straightforward that way. So whatever that is for you, again, it's going to speak to you all differently. Nine of Cups can represent wish fulfillment in terms of emotions, but either way, it leaves you with an emotional feeling of, that you're satisfied, but it can also be that you're just proud of something that, really makes you feel, a level of enjoyment. But either way, you're getting something that you want, and it's whatever that is for you. So again, meaning, purpose, whatever it is, it's abundance, it's some form of satisfaction, it's something that you've wanted that, creates a sense of greater fortune for you. So again, emotional satisfaction here. However, it is coupled with the Death card. So it's like you've emotionally transcended something. And not only that, you're trying to move something, I feel, to the next level, and it feels like that's what you've done. You've been successful in transitioning something, because the Death card in itself is a transition or an end to something, but it's surrounded by conquering cards and happiness and joy. So this is a very successful move ahead in an area that has now leveled you up. You are now outgrowing something that you were previously involved with, and this is around an emotional situation, because actually, I shouldn't say emotionally situation. I mean, there is a couple of cards here, three cards that do speak to emotions. So, I mean, it does strongly impact you emotionally, but it just feels like whatever has, you're going through a transition. So either way, there's a transition, you've made a decision, and there's something here that is allowing you to grow into a whole new space. You're growing, you're changing in a dramatic sort of way, because the Death card follows. So it's like you get this wish fulfillment, you find out in the month of November, and then all of a sudden the change happens. And then you have to prepare for a decision. You have to make a decision. It could be dealing with a Scorpio here as well, because the Death card is kind of that regenerative energy, but you're no longer hanging on to an old situation, because you have, you're in this space of, I'm moving forward now. This is the next step. So again, with the two of swords and with that Death card, it feels like it's almost letting go of something that you wanted to let go of, for sure. I don't feel like there's a lot of reserve around that decision. It's almost like you were waiting for something to happen. You were waiting for it to finish up, or some decision to, something to, operate in your favor here. It's like you were just kind of pining for it to just move on to the next stage of something. But either hit a marker of some sort that's making you feel like you don't want to go back in any way. But there's also kind of a stalemate energy that you were probably in a situation for a period of time, and now it's just over. There's something that has, that fork in the road is kind of cleared, and now you're in a place where you're no longer immobilized. You're actually able to make a move and push forward beyond a boundary. The Two of Swords, because I'm not seeing this around, well, I mean, it is around a partnership situation. Again, it doesn't have to be a love relationship. It can also be just around a partnership in business or whatever. But it's almost like something had to be kind of dealt with first, and that final finality has come through. Because it is, I did get the clarifier of the Seven of Wands. It sort of expedites things, and it does mean that you have the upper hand in a situation. But there might have been some blocked emotions around it here as well. But again, it still feels like it was more about, I want to win this battle. I want what I want. It's that kind of thing. It's a conquering energy. So I just feel like a decision has been made, and now it's like you can just resume momentum here again, because you're now on a new level. You're on a new playing field here, especially when we get to the Two of Cups. Again, could be a partnership, could be anything that's, romantic or emotional bond as well, friendship, whatever. But either way, it's like there's a little bit of negotiation, or a lot of time going out into one area that you're having to sort through here as well. So, it's like some kind of change has just taken place, and you've moved up to the next sort of level here, and there's a period of adjustment. It is you're trying to operate from. You have to sort of figure that out here before you can, and it does trigger some feelings here, I feel, as well, with the Queen of Cups down here. But it's kind of throws you off balance a little bit, or at least you're trying to maintain the balance in this situation. So it's not like things are out of control or anything like that. It just feels like you're kind of emotionally, maybe even trying to be extra tender or extra considerate or extra nurturing and supportive, that kind of thing, around another person or a partnership. You're trying to be more compliant or something like that, because you're trying to explore more supportive areas in this situation. Because you have transformed. A decision's been made. You got what you wanted in a certain way, and now it's almost like you're pulling back to kind of identify with the person or the situation, or trying to be more supportive in this new role, something like that. But either way, it's not like you're lacking in any kind of love situation here. I mean, this is clearly all about, something that is nurturing, and you're getting something back from it. When I There might be something here where there was distance between you and another person, or you and a partnership, or there could have been like a little bit of a, again, stagnant sort of energy here. But of course, that's opening up, because it's almost like there's been some kind of compromise, something that puts you on a new playing field. Like you're not even, and there could be another party that's involved that may be mediating or something like that for some of you. But it just feels like there's something here that, with all these twos, that needed to balance, because I just feel like you are not, you're just not in that space where you have any difficulty dealing with it. It's like you weren't even worried about it, especially when I see the victory card here. I mean, it's almost like you were just waiting for something just to kind of take place, but it was taking too long, maybe something like that. But either way, the transition's been made. So you already know about it, and now it's just a matter of going through the details to make the plans and level it up. So what else can I say here? Because a lot of this is grounded energy here too. So I want to take it just quickly into, again, the Three of Pentacles. Also, because the twos are really prevalent here, it again very strongly correlates to partnerships or connections or relationships where there could have been a breakdown, but now there's kind of a realliance, and there's somehow three people kind of in the mix here, or there is at least some kind of involvement of another person that maybe somebody is kind of juggling another person, but usually I see there's a couple of other cards here that might relate around something more negative. But in this case, I feel like because of all these twos, it just feels like something's leveled up because you want it to be a better relationship. You want it to be stronger, whether this connection is business or otherwise. You want to be more involved. Um, you want it to be something more serious, where there is more commitment on both sides of things. That's where I feel like you're at in the month of November. The other thing is too, with the Three of Pentacles, and I hate to sort of focus it more so on kind of loving energy, because it's really, it can very well be around business, because there's a wish fulfillment here as well. But you definitely are in a space of discovering your world here, because when you get to the Three of Pentacles, there is something around a new level of intimacy, a new level of loyalty, or a new level of commitment, or a new level of success, a new level of growth or learning. Things along that line is really what that card represents. But in this particular case, it is the clarifier to the Two of Cups. So it's like you've established a stronger bond or a stronger connection to something with someone else, and it somehow could be involving another person to sort of, maybe they were the ones that helped to step it up, or maybe you had to involve another person here to step it up. Either way, there's been a change, and a level of recommitment, new commitment, or stronger alliance of some sort here. There's more dedication in this. There's a lot more team effort, a lot more focused energy. Like I said, whatever this is for you, it just seems like there's more synergy going on here. Good news for sure, and you've got wish fulfillment coming through here. And even when we get to the Two of Pentacles, I still feel like there's a little bit of a juggling mess going on there in terms of, trying to figure out, maybe all the details to a situation may not be fully within your control just yet, but you definitely have some management that you're going to be looking after here. And there's still some development, even on an emotional level. I don't know why I want to say that, but because the Queen of Cups is still very nurturing, kind of grounding, receptive sort of energy. So still taking in, still, drawing more things to you. But there is a bit of a compromise here with that Two of Pentacles, or there's an adaptation where you have to be a little bit more flexible to a situation to enable to create some kind of a balance. But I feel like you're doing it. It doesn't feel like anything is overly challenged here. Even in terms of your finances, everything seems to be pretty well underway. Like I said, that Queen of Cups energy, she is definitely in a space of contemplating her own needs. This is someone who definitely, is able to search for compromises. Like, they know how to figure things out. They're a lot more sensitive. They lead with their heart. So you could be dealing with somebody who is also in that same space. But either way, you're sort of facing an emotional period here. The card of the Six of Wands, when I look at that one, like I said, the Six of Wands is a really conquering energy, but it's also still, again, about creating balance in this month. So it does feel as though you've triumphed over any kind of challenge that you've had here with stagnation. Because the Two of Swords is, I'm not talking, I'm not moving, I'm not something, I've got to make a decision. Well, you've made the decision with the Six of Wands. So there's definitely something here that is telling me there's a victory at hand, and that's what's brought in this Nine of Cups, this wish fulfillment. So something you've wanted is coming through due to your persistence, due to your, your intelligence and your, ability to kind of clear the path and get what you want. Like, this is something that is, I don't feel like new energy coming in here as far as a new job or a new career, anything like that. It just feels like you rise in value in some way. So whether this is in a relationship or a partnership, business partnership or otherwise, there's some kind of significant connection here that you're rising in value with. It's moved to another level. It has moved to some kind of, like I said, it's moved to the next level. So I'm going to leave it there, but I will do some other reads for you, Taurus, here for the rest of the month, because there's going to be different elements that play out. This was just one aspect of the energy that would be around you. But there may be some other things that'll come through more so around finances. So we'll check that out. Anyway, that's what I have for you moving forward. But wish fulfillment coming in for you. You're getting something that you wanted, and a decision has been made. More solid commitment, moving it to the next level. And there is still some compromise and flexibility that needs to be managed, but you're transitioning out of an old cycle. There's nothing here that's, you were waiting for it, in fact, and you got what you wanted. So that's what I see here for you, Taurus. Keep moving forward and never give up.